I will. Yes, everything is great here. I can't wait to see you. I love you too.
There. Good boy.
Ivy, darling! Yoo-hoo! Are you there? For you, darling.
You really don't need to keep troubling yourself.
Always my pleasure. You with a wee bub and another on the way. You can't live on bread and butter alone. Tea? Thank you indeed.
Oh, Mrs. Wetch, if you don't mind, I just got him to...
Asleep, of course. How indelicate of me.
I brought you herbs, Miss Ivy, for your garden. Or your kitchen, if you like.
Damien, that's too kind.
Is that you, Mr. Seed?
Oh, hello, Mrs. Wetch. You're here again?
Did you want to come in?
Oh, how is the little lad?
The child's asleep, Mr. Seed. Really, the rudeness of some people willing to rouse a sleeping baby. Do you like your social calls during the day, Mr. Seed?
I'm the handiest handyman in Mocking Mile.
I just put those up.
Did you know she was married to Mr. Seed? Oh, and a soldier too. Isn't that so, dear?
Is he away?
Yes, Mr. Seed. He's a working man.
It must be so hard for you. All alone in this house and a new mother.
I manage okay.
Has it been a month already since you came, dear?
What's that funny smell?
Well spotted, Mr. Seed. You must take Ivy's rubbish out.
I'd be delighted.
Oh no, that's quite
No,
alright.
no, nonsense. Allow me.
Damien, really, I took the rubbish out this morning, but the smell seems to linger. I do apologize.
Oh, it's all right, dear. It's not that bad. You mustn't let him put you off.
Sugar pop, buttercup, peppercorn on bread. Hush, oh dear puppet, and sleep unto your bed. Imagine, they wanted to take you. But you're safe now, aren't you?
I love you, Peppercorn. I love you so much I could eat you up.
You're wondering why I called you in. Ivy, I'm afraid I have some confusing news.
Dr. Seagull. We saw these last week. You said everything
Something didn't quite sit right. So I inspected them again. Here. This is the umbilical cord. It appears to be wrapped around the neck. The fetus is still getting some nutrients, but the brain may be.
But I'm so close. I'm so close to term.
I know, and I'm sorry to tell you so late.
You can't possibly be telling me. No, I want a second opinion.
Come in, please.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Ivy, dear, I know, but I'm afraid, well, Dr. Seagull is right. No, it's just too risky.
It will do more good in our hands, in the hands of science. We want you to donate. That's why we called you back.
The fetus could still do some good for this world. Oh, just think how charitable that would be.
Mr. Wetch.
I told you, Miss Ivy. Call me Oscar.
Oscar.
I wanted to personally thank you for your custom in my supermarket. Young Russell tells me all you buy is bread and butter.
It is none of young Russell's business, nor yours what I buy, Oscar.
Miss Ivy, if you need a little money, I'd be only too happy to spare you some. Perhaps you can put some meat on your bones.
Thank you, Oscar. But your wife, Lulu, brings me more things than I can eat.
Miss Ivy, I'm just trying to be a nice neighbour is all. Would not do to have a pretty little thing like you malnourished. Would not do at all.
I am in no way malnourished, Oscar.
How is the wee bub? Is he...
He's asleep, yes.
And perhaps I might pop round later to meet him.
No, not today, Oscar.
Say no more. You take care, Miss Ivy. I tell you what, I'll pop round with some nice cuts of my Valerie tomorrow.
Valerie?
She's one of my prize pigs, but she's my favourite. I'm butchering her myself.
I see. I better be off. Goodbye.
My, oh my. What a little slut you're turning out to be, Mrs. Ivy Gable.
Really, Oscar? Giving your delicious meat away to any old whore? Now look how much you're spilling, silly Q. There, that's better. Drink all that up.
Hello, Miss Ivy.
That's a lot of cologne, Oscar.
I brought you this. My prize Valerie. Beauty, right? Lots of tasty meat on her. Just needs a good roasting. It merits a wee cup of tea, unless the baby's...
Oh, he's in the next... I mean, he's upstairs. I just got him to...
then I caught you at a splendid moment.
Oh dear, Miss Redwood.
That bloody tree's still shedding leaves and shit into my garden. I told you to prune it 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I've just been really busy, but I'll get to it, I promise.
Why don't you ask Mr. Wetch to do it? Or Mr. Seed? They seem to visit often enough.
Oscar, Damien.
Oscar, Damien! I see we're on a first-name basis now.
I don't quite know what you're insinuating, Miss Redwood.
You know very bloody well what I'm insinuating. Spreading your scent around here like a goat on heat. I wonder if all new mothers are as slatternly as you. Get to that tree, Mrs. Gable, or I'll warn you. I'll be too bloody glad to do it for you.
She's a little vixen, that Red.
Yes, well...
You're the best thing since sliced bread in this town, and she can't handle it. Yes, a right little naughty vixen. But don't trouble yourself with her. I'll be sure to give her a good singing to. Later.
I think she's really changed her number. Okay, what about?
Yes, I've tried that as well. Apparently he's on duty somewhere. They assured me he'd get my message.
I wonder what he would say.
I imagine he'd be quite displeased.
I did not realize we'd have to drive so long to find this preposterous place.
Neither did I. But we have to track her down.
Well, hello, Mrs. Wetch.
Mr. Seed? What's that all about?
Ivy's light. Broke in that storm 3 nights ago. Offered to mend it.
Oh, you are such a decent neighbor, Mr. Seed.
Are you going there too?
Well spotted, Mr. Seed. She really is a willful girl.
Oh, yes. Our Ivy certainly is a willful girl. You ask.
Excuse me, we're looking for someone. Perhaps you could help. Do you happen to know a Miss Ivy Gable? We're trying to find her address here in Mocking Mile.
Ivy, you say? Of course. We were headed there now.
Mr. Seed, is she not expecting you? No, but I'm afraid she should be. Oh, she should she?
I'm sorry, Mom. We've upset you. But that's her!
Ah! Ivy!
Now, wait a minute, sir! You can't just accost someone like that!
I know this looks a little unorthodox.
Well, heck of my soul! What are those seagulls again doing?
She's not in the kitchen or the back. I'll check the pantry. You go upstairs.
You didn't need to change your number, dear.
Go away. You can't take him, you monsters. He's mine.
Dear, now try to calm yourself. Nobody wants to...
Now, you leave that girl alone! Ivy, are you all right?
What's all this?
Oh, madness!
Now, Ivy, stop this. We all know this
What is the matter with you two? Let me go!
Stop this.
It makes no sense.
No, dear. It does not. You see, Ivy thinks we wanted it. Her... baby.
Yes. We've been working on her case for 7 years.
Ivy's not...
A mother? No.
Not married?
What about Blair, her husband, the soldier?
Blair's her father.
Oh my God, she's a geek.
He helps us take care of her. But in her mind, they had the big white wedding. Well, these things can happen. I mean, mostly she's safe. And we believe overall she can somehow manage in the real world. It's just that sometimes these things can get out of hand.
I will name him Little Quentin. Buttercup, peppercorn on bread, hush, oh dear poppet, and sleep unto your bed.
What happens to Ivy now?
Well, we'll give the girl some time, I think. After that, we must prepare to take her back to a facility.
My beautiful puppets.
You look terrific. Just come to bed. Give us a kiss then, darling.